Assalamu alaikum class. I hope you all are fine and safe at home. I'm your instructor Iqra Fatima and this is our second lecture of the week 11. In the previous lecture which I recorded for you, we talked about a grammatical section of in which we talked about phrases, clauses and sentences and we talked in detail what is the difference in these three. So, this is the continuing section of the lecture of that particular topic, in which we will talk about the sentence in detail, and we talked about that what components you can add to write a sentence, and different kinds and types of the sentence. Why this is important for you to learn? Because I want you to write an accurate sentence following the grammatical and syntactical features. And sometimes while writing, if we don't know the basic component of the sentence, we are unable to write the complete sentence because we don't know what things complete a sentence. And most of you, when write the sentence, you do make such kind of mistakes that you write a lengthy sentence or containing a lengthy group of words, but you are unable to write the complete sentence. And those group of words are not complete sentences and you made these mistakes because you are unaware of these things that what things should be added in order to write a complete sentence. Okay, so in this video you will learn about what is a sentence, how a sentence could be completed while writing, and what components are essential to complete the sentence, what different types of sentences we can write. So these different types of sentences will also help you to add variety in your writings. So let's start the lecture. I'm going to share my slides with you so that you should know what we are talking about in today's class. So let's start with the definition of the sentence. I told you in the previous lecture when we were comparing the phrases, clauses, and sentences. I told you this the definition of the sentence, that is a group of words which carries a complete meaning, a complete sense. The example of the sentence is people are enjoying the ceremony. Subject, verb, and object. So the basic structure of a sentence is subject, verb, or object, or complement, or adverbial. So the very first question is, which you should know about the sentence is that what makes a sentence? What things join together to make a sentence? It's not like a phrase that you can use anything to join the group of words. You can't choose the random things to join. There should be some specific things joined so that you can say that this is a sentence. If we talk about at the door, again, group of words are there, but it's not a sentence because it is not following the structure of the sentence. We will learn that what components should be added to complete the sentence to say that yes, these group of words are the sentence. So a sentence has a specific quality in which you should know that what specific things should be added so that we can say that yes, our sentence is complete. The very first structure of writing the sentence is subject, verb, and object. Subject and verb, these two things are compulsory to say that this thing that this is the sentence. But the difference will come after the verb. Either you need to add the object, either you can add complement, either you can add adverbial. So the object is the noun or pronoun that receives an action, okay, in which you the word that receives the action that is being performed. But if we talk about another structure, that is composed of subject, verb, and complement. Complement is not that word that receives the action. This is the word that holds the information about the subject, that gives you the information about the subject. Now you can see in this example, Peter is happy. So this happy word is telling you about the Peter. It could be an adjective or it could be a noun. So it is a compliment about the subject. So this is another component of writing a sentence. So what is the difference between a complement and the object? The difference will be identified by the word. If the words are intensive words, then the complement would be the word after the verb could be a complement. Now you can see in this example, Peter threw the ball. Okay, he catches the ball. So catches or threw, these are the action verbs. And through the born, born is receiving that action. So through born is noun or born is object here, because this object is receiving the action. He catches the ball. The ball is receiving the action of his catching it. Okay, but if we talk about Peter, is happy. Ali is intelligent. So happy and intelligent are the complement on the subject, on the Peter, on the Ali. So these are, and is not an action. Is an intensive verb that is holding the Peter and the happy. Okay, that is linking the happy word, the complement with the subject. Okay, so this is the difference between the object and the complement, and this difference you can understand if you understand the difference between intensive verbs and the action verbs. If we talk about adverbial with the subject and verb. Adverbial are the phrase. Adverbial is a phrase that gives you information about the verb, as an adverb modifies your verb. So again, you can find out the adverb by putting the same questions you put on any adverb: where, when, why, to what extent, or etc. So these are the three different components you can add to write a sentence: subject, verb, and object, subject, verb, and complement, and subject, verb, and adverbial. These three different types of components could be called as sentence. But other than that, you can add different things in your sentence. You can add two clauses in the sentence. Peter ate dinner while he watched TV. Dependent and independent clauses. These two clauses could be your sentences. Another type of sentence could be in which you can add two clauses and one phrase. After exercising, Peter ate dinner while he watched TV. So, after exercising is a phrase. Peter ate dinner is independent clause, while he watched TV is dependent clause. So different things could be added to write a sentence. Now you can see this is too much lengthy sentence. It carries a phrase: after exercising at the gym across the street, Peter ate dinner, independent clause, or we can call a simple sentence. In the kitchen, again phrase, adverbial phrase, while he watched the dependent clause. So the components of the sentence could be subject verb object, subject verb complement, subject verb adverbial. Or we can write different complex sentences as well. Clauses, we can write two clauses in the sentence. We can write two clauses, one phrase. We can write two phrases, two clauses in the sentence. But the basic component should be there so that we can call it a sentence. A basic structure is subject, verb, or those any one of those three things: object, complement, and adverbial. If there is not that simple basic structure, no matter how many words you have written, that sentence is not called a sentence. There are different types of sentences based upon the structure. There are four types of sentences. We have just discussed a lot of structures on the basis of which you can write sentences. So, according to these structures, we have divided the sentence into four types. Okay. First one is simple sentence. Second one is compound sentence. Third one is complex sentence. Fourth one is compound and complex sentence. We will discuss one by one that according to the structures how these four sentences are look like. First type of the sentence is the simple sentence. A simple sentence can consist of one independent clause, which is why we say independent clause, a simple sentence. So these two words are vice versa for any sentence if they are simple. Okay. So simple sentence carries a subject and verb, and it completes its sense. Okay. Now you can see in the example, I like coffee. Subject, verb, noun. Mary likes tea. Subject, verb, object. The earth goes round the sun. Subject, verb, and adverbial phrase. Mary did not go to the party. Subject, verb, and adverbial. So, a simple sentence consists of an independent clause, and it carries a subject and a verb. So, it means it has only one independent clause. That is called simple sentence. Second type of the sentence, according to the structure, is compound sentence. Compound sentence is two or more independent clauses joined by a conjunction. Keep one thing in your mind, if we talk about compound sentences where two or more than two independent clauses are joined by a conjunction, that conjunction would be only coordinating conjunction. Would be only coordinating conjunction. Now you can see here that uh, coordinating conjunction, the acronym we learned for coordinating conjunction is FAN voice. F for A and nor, B but, O or, Y yet, and S so. Only these seven conjunctions are called coordinating conjunctions. Or in order to write a compound structure, you need to choose any one of these seven coordinating conjunctions. Now you can see, because you know that compound sentence is composed of two independent clauses. I like coffee, independent clause. Mary likes tea, independent clause. Joined with and, coordinating conjunction. Mary went to work, but John went to the party. Mary went to work, independent clause. John went to the party, independent clause. And these are joined by but, that is coordinating conjunction. Another way of joining two independent clauses is punctuation. Our car broke down. We came last. So these two independent conjunctions are joined by a punctuation mark. Here there is no conjunction used to join two independent clauses. Okay. Third type of sentence is complex sentence structure. In a complex sentence structure, we can add independent clause and a dependent clause. Dependent clause always starts with subordinating conjunction or a relative pronoun. And you know the relative pronouns are that, which, whom, whose. Okay. And so the structure of the complex sentence is independent clause and dependent clause joined with a subordinating conjunction. Now you can see here the example. We missed our plane because we were late. We missed our plane. Independent clause, because we were late. Dependent clause joined with a subordinating conjunction. A dog barks when she hears a noise. A dog barks is independent clause. When she hears a noise is dependent clause joined by a relative pronoun. So here are some examples of subordinating conjunctions after, although, as, because, before, how, if, once, than, that, and etc. And here are 5 basic relative pronouns which you have already learned in the previous classes: that, which, who, whom, and whose. If one independent and dependent clause is joined by a subordinating conjunction or pronoun, then it means it's a complex sentence. There are other subordinating conjunctions as well, which you can use to write a dependent clause. Fourth and the last type of the compound complex sentence. Now, this fourth type is the mixture of previous two types of the sentences. Second, compound sentence. Third, complex sentence. Now, the fourth type is the mixture of these two, compound, complex. Now, what is the mixture? In compound sentence, we have two independent clauses. Okay. In complex sentence, we have one independent or one dependent clause. Okay. Now, if we talk about this compound and complex, the minimum structure of this compound complex sentence is it carries two independent clauses joined with coordinating conjunction and one or more independent clauses joined with subordinating conjunction. Now you can see the structure: independent clause, dependent clause joined with subordinating conjunction, coordinating conjunction before independent clause. So two independent clauses joined with coordinating conjunction and one dependent clause joined with subordinating conjunction. Now you can see here is example. John did not come because he was ill, so Mary was not happy. John did not come, independent clause. Because he was ill, dependent clause. So, coordinating conjunction, Mary was not happy, independent clause. This sentence carries two independent and one dependent clause. Now read the second example. He left in a hurry after he got a phone call, but he came back 5 minutes late. He left in a hurry. Independent clause. After he got a phone call. Subordinating conjunctions, dependent clause. But coordinating conjunction, independent clause. Again, two independent and one dependent clause. Okay. So far we have talked about 4 types of sentences according to the structure. Why we talked about these 4 types of sentences according to the structure? Because before that we have seen that there are a lot of combinations to write a sentence. Okay, so we have categorized the types of sentences according to the structure, according to their minimal requirement. Okay, the minimum requirement of writing a sentence is subject, verb, object, complement, adverbial. This minimum requirement of structure is called simple sentence. Second type of the sentence according to the structure is compound sentence, in which two independent clauses are joined by a coordinating conjunction. Third type of sentence according to the structure is complex sentence, in which one independent and one dependent clause is joined by a subordinating conjunction. Fourth type of sentence structure is compound sentence with two independent clauses and at least one dependent clause. Two independent conjunction and one which you can choose to write a sentence. According to the meaning of the sentence, we have another 4 types. Sorry, 5 types. declarative sentences, which are called statements, interrogative sentences, which are called questions, imperative sentences, which are called commands, exclamatory sentences, which are called exclamation, optative sentences, which are called prayer or curse. This is very easy. If you have learned the structure-wise sentence types, which are technically a little bit difficult because you are learning how to write a sentence, but now these types of sentences are very easy. But you should know that in the structure-wise sentences, we said that we have a basic structure which is subject, verb, and object. Okay. First type of the sentence is declarative sentence, which is called simple statement. That is, another name of the declarative sentences is statement. The basic structure of the sentence is subject and verb. The meaning of the sentence is that it gives you an information, and normally it ends with a full stop or a period. Declarative sentences could be positive or negative. Now you can see in the example, affirmative sentences like positive sentences, I like coffee. We watched TV last night. I do not like coffee. Negative sentence, we did not, sorry, we did not watch TV last night. Okay. Second type of sentence is interrogative question, interrogative sentences. Another name of these type of sentences is a question, in which you need to ask a question, any information. Okay, in this you are not stating anything, you are asking for any information. The structure of this sentence is either you write WH words or auxiliary verbs and then you write subject and verb. Now you can see in this sentence, you should have an example for this. Let's suppose, is he writing so auxiliary what you subject and doing is the verb. Third thing is imperative. Third type of the sentence is imperative sentence, which is called command. Imperative sentence, the meaning of such kind of sentence is you are commanding anything. Okay, so the basic structure of this sentence is that this sentence starts from the verb. Now you can see that these type of sentences has a different structure. Declarative sentences starts from the subject. Interrogative sentences start from the WH word or auxiliary verb. Imperative sentences start from the action, like verb, because here the subject is understood, that you know that you are demanding or commanding anything, anyone. It means there is any second person. Like you can say, pick it up, pick, verb. Okay, let's do it, let, verb. So it's imperative sentence which starts from the verb. Fourth type of the sentence is exclamatory sentence, in which you share your feelings, your emotions, and these sentences end with an exclamatory mark. That is this. Okay, the structure of these sentences could be what plus adjective, noun, subject, and verb. Or other than that, we have how plus adjective or adverb, subject, and verb. Now you can look at this. What a liar he is. What? Noun, subject, and verb. What an exciting, what a liar he is. What? Adjective, subject, and verb. What an exciting movie it was. What? An exciting, what kind of adjective? Movie, subject, it subject and was verb. How he lied. How he subject and lied verb. How exciting the movie was. How exciting adjective, the movie subject, and was is the verb. So exclamatory sentences are those sentences in which you share your feelings, and you can start these sentences with what or who, and you can add adjectives or adverbs with them, and then you can write subject or verb. Last type of the sentence is optative sentence. The optative sentence is the sentence that gives you the meaning of the wish, the hope, or the desire, in which, let's suppose you curse someone, or you bless someone. So, like you say, may you be safe and protected from danger. May you have ease and well being. So, you are wishing someone, you are giving them your blessings. So, such kind of sentences are called optative sentences. So, so far, uh, on this optative sentences, our topic, today's topic is going to end. Let me stop presenting this so that we can discuss it clearly. So, in this session of the recording, which is the second recording of today's session, we have talked about sentences in detail, and I have told you that different, how much different kind of sentences you can write in your writings whenever you are composing. The basic purpose of learning these different types of sentences is you should know that what different in what different styles you can write, so that you can add a style in your writing, you can add different variety in your writings in order to add a variety in your sentences. Okay, so the basic purpose is this, to add a variety in your sentences, which is why I have told you two different types of sentences. First type was based on the structure of the sentences. And according to the structure, we have four types: simple, compound, complex, and compound complex. Simple sentences are those who are independent clauses carrying subject verb in them. Compound sentences are those who carry two independent clauses joined by coordinating conjunction. Complex sentences are those who carry one independent and one dependent clause. Compound complex sentences are those who carry two at least independent and one at least dependent clause in them. Two independent clauses will be joined by coordinating conjunction, and one dependent clause will be joined with subordinating conjunction. So these four types are the types of sentences according to their structure. Next type of sentences is the type of sentence according to the meaning of the sentence. According to the meaning, we have five types of sentences. Simple, declarative sentences, interrogative sentences, imperative sentences, exclamatory sentences, and optative sentences. Declarative sentences are those in which we provide information. These are the statements. The structure of these sentences are subject, verb, and object, like I like coffee, she is sitting, and this. If I talk about interrogative sentences, and in declarative sentences, we have two types: assertive and positive and negative. Okay. If we talk about uh, interrogative sentences, we have interrogative sentences in which we ask questions. And the structure of these sentences is WH words or auxiliary verb and subject and verb. And at the end of these sentences, we put a question mark. After that, we have a third type of sentences, which is called imperative sentences, in which we command. These type of sentences we can start these sentences with a verb, like come here, go there, let's go together, pick that phone, close the door. If I talk about exclamatory sentences, we share the feelings in it. And we have two different types of structure here. First structure is when we started with the what and we add adjective and then subject and verb. What a beautiful scenery it is. Second type of structure is how, and we add adjective or adverb, and then we write subject and verb. How beautiful this picture is. Okay. Fifth type of sentence is optative sentences, in which we wish something, we pray, we give our blessings to someone. like may you live long. These sentences are optative sentences. Okay, so the purpose of our today's lecture is to discuss about the sentences and different types of sentences. Before that, we learned about phrases, clauses, and sentences, and we learned the difference between these three. I hope today's lecture will help you a lot in learning different varieties of sentences, and I'm looking forward to see you improving your writings and adding different varieties of sentences in order to improve your writing skills. Okay. After watching this video, if you have any question related to this topic, you can write in the comment box, and um, I can assist you in solving that your problem. And right after this watching this video, I am going to upload an assignment which you have to complete before attending the interactive session. Because when you attend the interactive session, I will give you a feedback on your assignment. So I hope this video will help you a lot, and the previous video as well, to complete your assignment and to come in interactive session so that we can have a good discussion on phrases, clauses, and sentences and their types. And I am looking forward to seeing you improving your writing skills by learning these concepts. So till then, Allah Hafiz and take care.